So first I'm going to give you a brief reading task. Please read it out loud and think aloud while you read through it if anything comes to mind. And when you're done and when you feel like you're ready, I will give you this task, which you can use this to complete, but it's just kind of testing your comprehension of this. So I will give you this. Feel free to write on it or do anything you would like with that.
Start now?
Yeah, feel free to begin.
The Pennsylvania Workers' Compensation Law provides compensatory payments to employees for disabilities that are related to employment. The law defines benefits which are intended to cover most of the employee's resulting economic loss, to provide income benefits to survivors, and to cover medical expenses. The law also requires Pennsylvania employers to have insurance or be self-insured for these liabilities. Therefore, Fitch Manufacturing provides benefits for injuries or disease resulting from work at Fitch Manufacturing under a workers' compensation and employee liability policy with the Pennsylvania Manufacturers Association Insurance Company. I wonder who Fitch is. Workers' compensation benefits are of two kinds. Cash benefits including income benefits for temporary or permanent disabilities, impairment benefits for partial scheduled disabilities, and income benefits for survivors in cases of fatalities. There is a 7-day waiting period for income benefits. However, if the disability lasts longer than 14 days, income benefits are then paid retroactively to the date of the injury. The income benefit in Pennsylvania is set at 66 2/3% of the disabled employee's wages. The law also designates minimum and maximum weekly payments based on the claimant statewide average weekly wage. The current minimum is $66 per full week and the maximum is $242 per full week. Medical benefits are not limited in any way by Pennsylvania law for a work-related injury or occupational disease. Medical benefits begin immediately. The Pennsylvania law also establishes a time limit within which injuries or occupational diseases must be reported to an employer. Under this provision, compensation will be paid based on the date of the injury only if the injury is reported to Fitch Manufacturing within 21 days of its occurrence. I thought that was... Oh, that is the time limit. Okay. After 21 days, compensation will begin based on when the report is made. The law bars compensation for any injury or disease reported more than 120 days after the occurrence. Okay. That's confusing, like 21 or 120. I'm not sure what the limit is or what the difference is. And it bars all claims in 3 years after the injury, death, or last compensation payment. It is important, therefore, to be sure that the reporting requirements described in the section on safety policy are observed in the event of any work-related injury or illness. Fitch Manufacturing bears the full cost of this benefit.
Okay, are you ready to do the exercise?
Yes.
Okay, you can keep that with you and refer back to it as you need to.
Okay.
But I will give you this, and please go ahead and work your way through it. Keep reading aloud as you go through each one of those things, and keep thinking aloud as you do this exercise, please.
Okay. Assume that you're a full-time employee of Fitch Manufacturing working 5 days a week. You injured your hand on the job while working on your assigned duties. Answer the following questions to the best of your ability. If you miss 5 days of work, how many days of wages will you be paid under workers' compensation? I think you can be paid, and it said there was no limit as long as you reported it. Oh wait, 66 2/3% of your wages. So, I guess 2/3 of 5 days pay. I guess I don't have to work that out. I'm just gonna write that down. 2/3 of 5 days pay. As long as that is at least 66 and not more than 242. Let me read that again. Minimum and maximum weekly payments based on the average weekly wage. So you'd get at least 66 and no more than 242, and that should be 2/3 of 5 days pay. If you miss 8 days of work, how many days of wages will you be paid? Again, I don't think there is a limit that it would stop after a week or anything. It says if the disability lasts longer than 14 days, income benefits are then paid retroactively to the date of the injury. Guess I'm not completely sure what that means either. I'm going to say the same thing for this one. 2/3 of 5 days, so long as that's between, it's greater than 66 and less than 242. If you miss 25 days of work, how many days of wages will you be paid? So this is over the 14-day limit? No, 21-day limit. Now I'm lost. If the disability lasts longer than 14 days, income benefits are then paid retroactively to the date of the injury. Okay, that does confuse me. I still can't see any reason why it wouldn't be the same answer as the previous two. So that's what I'll write. 2/3 of 25 days, so long as that is not more than 66 per week, and not less than 242. And more than 66 a week, no less than other way around. No less than 66, no more than 242. If your gross wage is $180 per week and you are eligible for 2 days of lost wages, how much will you receive? This says that you're eligible for 2/3 of your wages. I wonder if that's 2/3 of 2 days' wages. That's what I'm gonna guess. So, 2 days out of 180, I guess that's working 5 days a week. I'm gonna divide that there. That's $36 a day. You get 2 days of that. So if I get this right, should be $72, but you only get 2/3 of that. So now divide again. I think that's $24. If you miss 52 days of work, November 5th to December 26th, but you do not file a claim until December 1st, what is the first day for which you will be paid lost wages? Okay, so there's something here about a limit, and also that maybe you have to wait 7 days before you get your benefits. There's a 7-day waiting period for income benefits. If it lasts longer than 14 days, they're paid retroactively to the date of the injury. So, I think since this is longer than 14 days, that it will go back to the date of the injury. Otherwise, you'd have to wait 7 days. But I think you could go ahead and start getting paid on, December 1st. Or December 2nd. Maybe they have to process it the next day. But I don't think you have to do the 7-day waiting period. A coworker caught the flu from a member of his family and missed 15 days of work. How many of these days will be covered? I'll double check that, but I don't think it covers personal. Wait. Yeah, it shouldn't cover personal, something that happened because of your family. Where does it say that? Disabilities that are related to employment. No, I don't think that's covered at all. And at the bottom it says work-related injury or illness, so I'm going to say 0 on that.
Okay.